I decided about 7 years ago that I needed to set up an organization to fund environmental projects because it was just simply too difficult to find money. So I decided rather than try and raise money for individual projects, we actually set up a foundation that would always have money being generated to give to different projects.
And it is for this and many more reasons she's an OECS Clean Ocean champion.
Hi, my name is Louise Mitchell. I'm the Executive Director of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Environment Fund, which is a non-profit entity registered in St. Vincent and the Grenadines supporting various conservation initiatives in this country.
The Leeward and South Coast Turtle Monitoring Program is one of the fund's initiatives, which also has a built-in marine pollution solution.
What we've done is that we've actually engaged persons who live along the coastline to actually become beach rangers, beach monitors, and they essentially monitor the beach wherever they're from. So you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you go and walk the beach. And what the turtle monitors are looking for essentially is they're looking for any activity of nesting sea turtles. But what this program actually engenders is actually a sense of pride in the actual beach. So in addition to assisting in ensuring that the turtles have a pristine habitat in which to nest, these beach rangers, because they're walking the beach every day, they also pick up litter as they go along. They become very much aware of the beach habitat and what changes need to be made, where pollution is happening. So they become effectively custodians of the beach. So the turtle monitoring program has a double advantage. It gives us data on which sea turtles are nesting on the different beaches, and it also builds community awareness about the importance of keeping the beach clean.
The Tobago Keys Marine Park has been another area of focus for the fund.
Because the park rangers for the Tobago Keys Marine Park used to use the two-stroke engines, which actually do a lot of pollution. So while the rangers are actually patrolling the Tobago Keys Marine Park, they were polluting it in the process. So we gave them funding to allow them to purchase four-stroke engines, which are much more environmentally friendly. So that's a project that I've been involved in supporting that will have a direct impact in terms of the pollution that is going into the ocean.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines is made up of 32 islands and keys. Its marine area is over 90 times its landmass. So the marine space supports an extensive array of livelihoods. But without proper sustainable management, resources like coral reefs, which contribute significantly to marine-dependent livelihoods, are under threat due to coastal degradation and marine pollution.
All of our coral reefs are under threat. So we're actually growing corals to replant, to rebuild the reefs. So we have one of those projects happening in St. Vincent now through Serenity Dive, and we've also recently partnered with the Dive Beckway, and so we're going to do a coral restoration project in Beckway as well. That will be done at the dive site known as Devil's Table. So they will actually grow the corals and then plant them out as well.
And as this OECS Clean Ocean champion stresses, policies and management systems are critical for the sustainable use of these invaluable marine resources.
There's a lot of damage to coral reefs, especially in the Grenadines. The coral reefs on the mainland of St. Vincent are in much better shape, and the reason for that is partially because we have less yachts, less boats, so there's less pollution. So right now the state of the ocean on the leeward side of St. Vincent is in much better condition than the rest of the country. And that's why one of the things that we are pushing very hard for is the declaration of the leeward coast as a marine managed area.